Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Options Trader Today. So today in this video I will tell you how the price of silver has moved in the last week and how the price of silver can move in the next week. See, if you look at the chart of silver, what we have seen that the price of silver was moving in this particular range for quite some time. After that, what we have seen a downfall. Okay, and if you look at this chart clearly, this is in the month of July of 2020. After that, what we have seen that it was in this particular range and then we have seen a sharp fall. Okay, now if we look at the chart previously, again we have seen a range bound market the same way we have seen here. Okay, but one important thing is that it is in the declining form and it is in the this particular range. Okay, so what we can see looking at the chart, suppose if this particular range, the range low was around 20.5, which I have already told you in my previous videos that if the price comes close to around 20.8 or 21, probability was very high that it can break this particular range. Why? Because this particular level is already being tested here 2-3 times. Okay, you look at this chart, see this particular to 20.5. so once if it breaks this particular level, we can see it can move further down and a probability of touching 19.5 was very high. You can go and check my previous videos, I have already told you that. Okay, now what we can see looking at the chart for the next week. Before we move forward, if you have any doubt regarding silver or any other commodities, mail me at stockmarkettradinglive@gmail.com or a mail ID I have given in the description. Please watch the full video, then you will understand how this technical in silver and their commodities are working. And if you wish to join my Telegram channel, link I have given in the description, you can join. I am making short videos in order you can watch it full so that you will get more knowledge with less watch time. Okay, so now suppose if this particular range, the range high was low was 20.5, so it has already break that particular level and touched the level of 18.915. okay, suppose if this level didn't sustain, okay, and now currently trading at around, you can see it is currently trading at around 19.291. suppose if this particular level didn't sustain, then we can see it can move further down and can touch a level of 18.699. suppose if the price goes below that level, then we can see it can move to a level of $18.3. okay, and from there we can see it can move further down towards a level of $18.141. suppose if the price didn't sustain that particular level also, then we can see a probability of touching $18 will be there. Suppose if the price didn't sustain that particular level, then we can see it can touch a level of $17.7. suppose if the price didn't sustain this particular level also, then we can see a probability of touching 17.4 will be there. Suppose if the price didn't sustain that particular level, we can see it can move further down towards a level of $17. okay, and once the price goes below $17, then we can see it can move to a level of $16.6. okay, and if that price goes downside, then we can see it can go further downside towards a level of 16.337, and from there we can see a level of $15.9. okay, now understand something, that if the price goes below, that means we have seen a continuous downtrend. okay, so you have to be clearly define how long you are holding the position. See, if you look at the swing at this particular level, we have seen since first week of April, we have seen that is continuously in the downtrend. okay, and made a low of around 18.9. okay, and if this continues, we can see it can move to a level of 17.7 also, and from there we can see a level of 17.2 also. And suppose if the price didn't sustain that level, we can see it can move further down. okay, now market is uncertain, you cannot predict that it will go in that direction or that direction. We can see a probability. okay, so suppose if this level sustain, what we can see, suppose if this level sustain, we can see it can move to a level of $9.6. okay, and suppose if the price goes above that level, then we can see it can touch a level of $20.2. okay, and from there we can see it can move further upside and can touch a level of $20.6. okay, suppose if the price goes above that level, then we can see it can go further upside towards a level of $21.4, and from there we can see it can go further upside towards a level of $21.535. okay, once the price goes above that level, then we can see it can move to a level of $21.9, and from there we can see it can move to a level of $22.07. Suppose if the price sustain above that level, then we can see it can move towards a level of $22.5, and from there we can see it can go further upside and can touch a level of 22.9. okay, suppose the price goes above that level, then we can see it can touch a level of $23.385. okay, so this you have to understand carefully, because these are few points that you have to realize that you cannot hold for a longer period. okay, because market, if you look at, if you hold this, suppose if you hold it for this particular level for a longer period, okay, then it will be a very volatile market. So you have to be very careful with the stop loss and with the target prices, okay, and with your day defined or week defined stop loss. Now if you are trading, investing purpose, you can invest for 5, 10 or 20 years, you can for longer view. But if you are investing if you are trading, you have to be careful, because most of the people lose money in trading. okay, so what you can do, so what I teach in my workshop, I'll tell you here that, see, if you are trading with $10,000, try to trade with 10 to 15% of capital per trade, risk 0.5 to 1%. okay, so now if you take 5 trades also, you know your risk per trade is $100, and this is $500 your risk for a day. Suppose if you lose all your 5 trades in a day, you will lose $500, and if you lose $500, exit the trade for the day. okay, now trade the next day. okay, how it is important that it will not affect your psychology. okay, so if you suppose if you lose $5,000 in that particular day, the next day you will try to recover it, and in order to recover that amount, you will lose this full capital. okay, this is how I teach how to overcome all these problems, when to strategize the trade, when to exit the trades, how to hedge the positions when you are in minus, okay, and when to enter, when to sit patiently. Everything I teach in my workshop. If you want to attend that workshop, mail me regarding that, and we can work out on the timing. So hope you like the video, and if you like the video, please give a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, please subscribe.